There may be explicit language in today's episode. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 116 of Tailgate Talks. This episode is sponsored by Defrisher Recycling and Junk Removal. More on them later. Feels weird not holding a microphone today. Running on a new mic.
Sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, it actually does. Don't mind me. Of course, just doing the rapid fire stuff last minute, because why wouldn't I?
Terrible host. Procrastination at its finest.
A lot of stuff to talk about. Thankfully, Pitt was off. I believe Ohio State was off too, right?
Ohio State was off this week, yes.
Michigan played?
Yeah, we did.
No,
Yes, they did.
Oh, you did?
Go Huskers. Just kidding, they lost.
Dylan Raiola is a wannabe Patrick Mahomes. It'll be in the league for a year and out.
Wow.
He's gonna. Just kidding. He's not a bad quarterback. He actually played fairly well this weekend. He's kind of like, I would say that both teams could have benefited from better wide receiver play. I mean, he had his reliable target, and it showed. He had like 7 catches, 100 and something yards, and 2 touchdowns, one of which being a Hail Mary. But if he has better wide receivers and has more time to throw the football and not take 8 sacks, it's probably a different game.
Hey, I just realized I screwed up the rapid fire games. Alex, don't worry, you still lost. You're actually playing EJ. He has 9. You have 7. And AJ and Dom have different teams for the Monday night game. So thankfully, I just noticed that now, so it's totally fine. But what is not fine is Edinburgh football. Yeah, I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't know where to begin. Again, I don't like criticizing people that from Edinburgh. I'm just like, I know what people are going to say. Like, you want to get into the sports world, you're going to have to learn to criticize people that when you see them. I know Edinburgh's it's just different. However, what I will say is that not good, Alex. Not good. Not good. And again, I know new coach, new system, and everything, and it's only week 3, and there's a lot of ball left. And I've told a couple of people this. I said, hey man, there's a lot of ball left. Like, you guys can bounce back from this, but like, man, does the bounce back need to start soon? Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Alex and I did our best to follow the game. I don't know. I don't know where to begin, really. I mean, I would say a big concern is stopping the run is a little bit of a concern for Edinburgh. Definitely a lot of the guys you had last year would have fit really well in this defense. I'm talking about Malpica, Fredo, and CJ, and others. I know I'm missing others. But then again, that's college football. People leave. You gotta adjust. You gotta move on. You gotta come up with these. You gotta come up with these game plans. So I mean, Alex. I mean, I know you only saw a few plays, but like, at least from what you've seen and what you've heard, I mean, what do you got to say? I mean, you know the guys better than I do, in a way. So, tell me what you think.
Yeah, I mean, just got to put the defense in a better spot to, get some things done. Struggled against the run, obviously. Um, Bloom ran for 171 net yards. They only averaged 3.2 yards per carry, but they had two guys run for 65 plus. Their quarterback had 4 total touchdowns on the day, 2 rushing, 2 passing. So, offense played decent, but we couldn't run the ball very well. Jerry had 10 for 50. And then after that, Karan had 5 carries for 6 yards, and Nico had 8 for -10. So, when you only average 2 yards per carry on the ground,
Right.
it's going to be a problem. And that was something they did well against East Stroudsburg to open the year. I thought they ran decently well, and that was against a big defensive line up front. But
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, they do have Clarion this Saturday. That's going to be a tough one because Clarion is really good this year.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I don't even want to do cold ones. All right, I guess I'd say for the cold ones, the first one would probably go to KJ Riley, Bloom's quarterback, 17 for 25, 262 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Was not sacked at all. After that, probably Bloom's defense. Honestly, can't think of anybody else.
Yeah.
For that. Actually, no, I changed my mind. The second one goes to, and I'm gonna mispronounce this, Jerry Griffin Backler. Got the receiving wise, got the ball 4 times, 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. So yeah, the second one actually will go to him. And then the next one, I like to go to Edinburgh for this. And I'm gonna mispronounce his name, so I'm just gonna say his first name. I'm gonna give the third one to Junior. He stepped up. Gavin France went down. He stepped up. He did his best to step up. Got the ball 9 times, 104 yards, and caught Nico Marchitelli's only touchdown on the day. Yeah, so Clarion, I mean, Alex last year, obviously frustrating one last year, so they can rebound against them this year.
It's going to be tough. Clarion's going this year. They're on average outscoring their opponents 41-20.
Oh, wow.
In their 4 games so far, they're averaging 41 points a game. Allowing 20.5 is high-ish, but I mean, their offense has gone 34, 48, 31, 51 in their first 4 games of the season. Anthony Guercio is a great dual threat quarterback. He ended up coming back against us to beat us last year, down 28-9, put up 20 straight. So, it's not going to get any easier, really. In years past, there was times where Clarion was one of those games where you just go, oh, thank God we get Clarion this week, especially after a tough stretch. But it's not that way anymore.
No,
the PSAC is getting deeper and deeper, it seems. So,
yep.
My cold ones, I didn't even give yet. I just realized my cold ones. Yeah, KJ Riley definitely gets one there. And then I'm going to give one to Junior because he's a sophomore, and that's a big step up for him. He didn't really get any playing time last year. And then I got to give another one to Mari. 87-yard pick 6, 8 tackles.
He played.
A couple of guys 8. JT had 2.5 TFLs.
Yeah, he played well.
4 tackles. There's some guys. Carlos Morales, the sophomore, played huge. 13 total tackles and a TFL. So, some guys did some good things. It's just going to be putting it all together.
Yeah, no, for sure. So once again, the rights of this idea goes to Joe Lodazzo, obviously. Not my segment, or it's not. So please, or sorry, Lodonsky. I know I'm saying his last name wrong. I'm sorry. But again, we changed it a little bit last week. Alex, I'm going to ask you this last thing before we move on. What is away? Edinburgh wins this football game, and what is a way Edinburgh loses this football game?
I honestly think this one's really simple. You contain their quarterback, you win. You don't contain him, you probably lose.
Yeah,
And I think it's going to be that simple this week.
yeah. Honestly. And we'll see what happens. I mean, we've seen a lot of crazy Edinburgh football games, and
Yes, we have.
this one could be this one could be one of those games. I know I will be there for taking pictures and stuff. I got the okay to be there to take the pictures. So I will be there. Obviously, we'll pay attention to it. Also, real quick, I just want to shout out the um, Edinburgh soccer team for their win on Saturday against UPJ. This freshman, her name is Jada Cole, dog, already up to like 8 goals, I want to say, on the year. Had 2, and then Emily Vogel had 1. So I had the cold. I think I tweeted the cold ones. And Fred Van Vliet is just in. Fred Van Vliet in the NBA tore his ACL. He's out for the year already. Let me find the cold ones for that game because I did have it. I did have it down. Also, if you want to see a rant, watch episode 3 of Mug Talks because the Packers lost to the Browns.
Yeah.
It's storming right now.
Yeah, I see it too.
I've got my phone ready. So if I disconnect for a second, the hotspot's going on, so I might disconnect for a couple seconds and come back.
Okay, so the cold ones I gave it. The first one to Jada Cole for 2, and then had an assist. Brianna Gary is the goalkeeper now. Great game. And then Emily Vogel got the third one. So there is that. Yeah, and also my room is super dark. I mean, you just heard Bryce start a storm. Leave me alone. Actually, I might turn on some lights here in a second. But also, Opus, our new editing for Reels, it's Edinburgh. EDINBORO. I'm going to see if that works. Not Edinburgh, it's Edinburgh. BORO. So Bryce will give you, I mean, none of our teams other than Edinburgh played. So if you want to give some thoughts on Michigan, go ahead. I need to get some lighting in here.
I just want to say that it is actually black outside of my window, and I'm pretty sure I just saw a tree fall in my backyard. That's why I went black for a second because I thought I heard something. But really we can talk about my alma mater, Teal. They lost Allegheny this weekend. Didn't really look much into it at all because
didn't look much into it because he's not shocked whatsoever.
No, see, I like the coach. I like Sam. He seems like a guy that knows what he's talking about. Just not,
not clicking.
Some not quite there yet, but they'll get there. Teal used to be legit back in the day.
Oh yeah, no, they have, yeah,
really legit.
What was that, like 1947?
2015.
1947.
So he'll get the team back to their stride. Maybe next year, maybe in 10. Who knows? But they're coming. It's coming. I feel it. Outside of that, my team that I root for, Michigan, goes into Nebraska, beats Nebraska. The score does not reflect how bad we actually beat Nebraska. I shouldn't say we, Michigan, because I am in no way affiliated with Michigan, just a fan. But I had not really an argument. One of my buddies said that he thinks the score was properly reflective of how the game went, and I couldn't disagree more. Bryce Underwood only threw the ball 22 times. He completed 12 of those passes. 6 of those were drops that were hit right there, and we didn't catch it. They didn't catch it, but that's kind of the price you pay. Michigan sacked Nebraska 8 times. Dylan Raiola looked okay, but once they started to get to him and get some pressure on him, he couldn't really settle in. He had to take those easy 5-yard outs, quick curls. He couldn't really take any shots downfield. I said in the chat, not this chat, another chat, that I think the game could have very, very well ended up being 44-14, 44-17, just because of what actually took place. Like, for example, Michigan doesn't call a timeout, force Nebraska to punt. So Nebraska heaves a Hail Mary, catches it in the end zone. There's a touchdown. Little stuff like that. Michigan did win. I don't know if anybody saw it, but Bussin' with the Boys had a bet, Will and Taylor Lewan,
I saw that.
which was hilarious. Will Compton had to shave his head because they lost, and he has to donate $50,000 to Michigan's NIL fund, and he has to concede the 1997 national championship. For anybody that's unaware about that, Michigan and Nebraska split the championship, so he has to concede it, that Michigan actually won it. So all in all, good game. Underwood started to settle in, use his legs more. He looks like a legit dual threat quarterback. I look for the wide receivers to get going a little bit more. Marvin Klein was a little bit disengaged, only had a few catches. But the big thing from this game is, I'm going to say this right now, buy stock in Justice Hayes. I didn't say his name right. My bad. His name's not Justice Hayes. It's Justice Haynes. My bad. I should know that, but I was flying through. He's went over 100 yards in each of the 4 games, and he's broken 4 touchdowns of 50 yards or more in every game, so 1 each game. Dude has more running yards than Blake Corum did whenever he was in Heisman contentions, and he currently, I believe, leads FBS in all of rushing yards. So potentially this is the year we get a running back as a Heisman Trophy winner. I say that because I don't know if anybody's familiar with the stat. Every 10 years, a running back has won the Heisman Trophy. 2015, it was Derrick Henry. 2025, it's this guy. 2005, it was the dude from I didn't save it. Hold on. All right, I'm going off the dome right here. 2005 Heisman Trophy winner. I want to say it was the dude from Wisconsin, but
Oh, don't mention Wisconsin.
no. 2005 was Reggie Bush, which he didn't win the Heisman, but he won the Heisman. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
After that, 1935 was some dude from Chicago, Jay Berwanger. Don't know. Rest his soul. Then there was a dude from Army in 1945, which was a fullback, which is kind of crazy. But there's been a running back that's won every 10 years. So maybe this is the year we get the streak continues and Haynes wins it, or maybe somebody else wins it. I mean, Nebraska's running back was pretty shifty. He was pretty quick too. He's up there in yardage totals. So I don't know. We'll see. But boys win. It's a great weekend. Still tied for the top in the Big Ten. So I'm excited. Actually, I have a note on Nebraska that I'll just say right now. Nebraska's loss to Michigan makes it 28 or 29 straight losses to ranked opponents.
Wow.
Damn.
So not looking good for Nebraska, but they're getting back. They're getting back to their stride, how Nebraska used to be back in the day. So I look for them to eventually turn that around and start winning some games. They just got to get one. It's like the dominoes. Once one falls, they all start to fall. They'll figure it out.
All right, Bryce. Do we want to do our top 10s?
Do you want me to run through my quick topics real quick? And
Go
then
for
do the
it.
top
I was
10s?
gonna say, yeah, if you want to do that, I have my top 10 ready. So if you want to
I
do
haven't
that
even
first,
looked at it. I haven't even looked at it, but I can go right off. I can go right off the dome because mine is pretty similar to the AP poll. I think they actually did get it right this week. Yes, clip this and put it out there. I believe the AP poll got it pretty close to how I see it this week, besides a couple, and it's just moving spots by 1 or -1. But my talks of the week: Mike Grundley and Oklahoma State, they're cooked. This is the team that was
Oh yeah, they're
competing
done.
to get in the playoffs 3 short years ago, and now they're losing to Tulsa, and it was a home game. It is not looking good for Oklahoma State, and their downfall seems to be right on the edge of happening. Next, Alex, how about them Red Raiders, buddy?
Oh, let's go, dude. Number 12 in the nation. Come on, dude.
I'll tell you what, that thought that we had in the beginning of college football that they could win the Big 12 and get the 4 or 5 seed. I'll tell you what, it's aging right now pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Clemson, here's another one for you. Clemson is indeed cooked, as the kids nowadays would say. They are cooked.
They are cooked.
Incredibly cooked.
I don't know what their plan is going to be after this. I don't know how you come back from this and even make something out of your season with your 18-year quarterback that you have that's been there since the dawn of time, and you're still losing. I think you almost have to be like, all right, dude, we're going to move on to somebody else and start building for next year, because even if you win out, I don't see a way that Clemson can somehow get inside the top 15, because the top 15 this year is pretty solid. My next hot topic, which I touched on last week, John Mateer in Oklahoma appear to be legit.
Yes,
John
they do.
Mateer, actually, I believe, is the betting favorite for the Heisman right now.
As he should be.
And does he look good? And does Oklahoma look legit? I thought watching that game against Auburn, I was like, uh-oh, he's going to have to lead a drive to win him this game. And he made it look effortless. There was a questionable call there where the SEC came out and said, we probably should have called it pass interference, and we didn't. But still, in the end of the day, the rules, whatever you want to say, the scoreboard shows Oklahoma 24, Auburn 17. So Oklahoma still wins that game. Next thing I have, and this is a little controversial because I don't believe it. That's why I put kinda at the end. I put Notre Dame is back. Kinda. They beat a 2-2 Purdue team that has scored 30 points each game, and they let Notre Dame let Purdue put 30 on them. We're talking about southeastern, western, continental Alabama that they played week 1. Purdue only put 30 on them, and they just put 30 on Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Notre Dame might be in that category with Clemson. Miami, after that win against Florida, wasn't pretty. Miami is a contender. Absolute contender. I am all in on Miami being a contender. I think that they look quite possibly to be the best team in the country right now. I'd say right now, currently, it is between 3 teams for the best looking teams in the country. And I'm going to get some hate for this, but that's okay. Ohio State, Miami. Anybody got my last one?
Penn State.
Nope.
Georgia?
Actually, I have 4. My bad. Indiana and Oklahoma. Indiana can't be the best team in the country, but on paper, looking at how they win games, boy, do they look legit. Boy, do they look legit. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out with Signetti and Venables, but in my opinion, those 4 teams look pretty freaking legit this year. Do I think Indiana can make a run and win it? Probably not. Do I think Oklahoma can? Maybe. But that's just my thought on that. I also had in there Indiana is a wagon with Sig. They looked good. Absolutely just ripping the heart and soul out of Illinois this weekend. You can't lose a game like that if you're Illinois sitting at the 9 spot and expect to somehow make the playoffs. That's my only big change I really have in the AP pool is I would have took Illinois completely out. I don't think that they deserve to be in the top 25 after that big of a loss. They fell a lot, but I don't think they deserve to be in that slot, man. I mean, you can't lose 63-10 and still be a top 25 school.
Shout out to Sonny Dykes and TCU for getting back into the top 25.
They're looking hot. Last one, and this one is a shout out to all my Pitt fans out there. WVU gets blown out this week by Kansas.
Oh, Jalen Daniels and Kent. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So if West Virginia got beat by Kansas, what's that make Pitt? Love me some Pitt Panthers, but man, does that not look good for them.
Oh, sorry. I was in a work text, and I know exactly where you're going with this. So my thoughts on that with WVU getting blown out like that. Send Pat Narduzzi to the sun is what I think.
But all in all, that's all I have for this week. With some of my things that I saw with college football. It's another great week. This week is probably most people that love college football's favorite week. Even if you're not a Penn State fan, you have to appreciate the whiteout that they have. I mean, it is just unmatched. And then you got
I
a couple
appreciate it
more.
because it's really fun to win there when they have their whiteout.
I agree, but it also is very fun to watch. It just in general, getting 112,000 people all in sync is just crazy. But then we got Ole Miss ranked matchup this week. I believe LSU has a ranked matchup this week. There's two. Oh, Georgia Alabama week. That's right.
Yep.
I think Georgia beats Alabama by 3 scores this week.
I agree. Bryce said it already, so Bryce takes claim on this take. But I see it now, and no, I'm not saying it because I'm a hater. Blah 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 blah. Penn State kept the wrong quarterback. Look at Missouri. Look at Missouri. Look how he's playing. Look how Drew's playing. Which isn't Drew. Okay, Drew in the first half looked bad against FIU, but again, to prove my point, I'm not saying Drew has been awful this year. I'm not saying that. I'm not. I'm making it clear.
He's been awful this year.
He hasn't been very good.
If a quarterback throws the ball in the ground every single week, their QBR would be 39.6. His current QBR is 38.8.
Are you serious?
No.
Yes.
Again, don't get me wrong. Hey, hold on. He's not playing good. I'm just saying he's not the worst quarterback in college football is what I'm trying to say.
Oh no, but he's definitely. I mean, his QBR puts him at 106.
Which is why with the QBR they kept the wrong quarterback. Which I get why they kept Drew. I get why they kept. You had to keep Drew. You had to. You did have to. But at the same time,
he hasn't done anything.
I'm just gonna say this right now.
Hasn't been impressive.
I almost am wondering if Penn State kind of changed their MO this offseason to want to be more of our dual running back threat team, and just run the ball, because his offensive stats so far this year give me 2023 JJ McCarthy vibes.
I mean, he's thrown 88 passes in 3 games.
And he only has 626 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. QBR is horrible. Dude, now, am I going to rely on QBR to tell me how good a quarterback is? Absolutely not. But the stat that I saw, which shout out to whoever put it out there, if he would throw the ball into the ground every single time, his QBR would be higher than what it is right now. So.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing.
That's all I have for college football.
Here's my question with that too, because obviously their run game is really good. I will give them that. And then they do have a good defense, of course. Alex, unfortunately, sorry, I have to mention him, Jim Knowles. But my question is how long can you do that? People are going to watch film and catch on to that eventually. So it's kind of like Drew has to really do his job if they want to take the next step, is my point. So
he's going to have to make those easy throws to convert on third down. He's going to have to do that easy stuff. I mean, if he can't continue to do that, it is going to be an interesting rest of the season for Penn State.
I mean, first-year starter Julian Sayin has thrown 17 less passes. He's thrown for almost 200 more yards and double the amount of touchdowns. Not to mention Julian Sayin's leading the country in completion percentage right now. He's completing 78.9% of his passes so far this year.
Now, I'm not defending Drew Aller whatsoever here, but it also makes it a lot easier whenever you have Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith catch football.
Yeah, but he's not even throwing it. He's thrown it 17 less times.
That's what I mean. I'm not defending him, but that definitely helps.
And it's
no excuse for being how he's playing right now.
Yeah, and he's not throwing drags or screens either. He's uncorking some. That 80-something yard touchdown he had 2 weeks ago. Again, yeah, Grambling State, but still, he uncorked one to Jeremiah Smith for an 87-yard touchdown.
You do need a guy to 30 you. You do need a guy to 30 you to get the ball.
Bryce, while you compile yours, I will run through my top 10 real quick.
All right.
So, as Bryce said, I am in a very similar spot. Most of my picks are pretty much the same. Actually, 10 through 7 are identical. So I'll go 10-1. Number 10, Texas. Hate to put them down here, dropping them 2 spots after a win. They did look much better against Sam Houston, but still unproven. Number 9, Texas A&M. I have a lot of faith in this Aggies team compared to years past. Number 8, Florida State. That Alabama win looks a lot more legit now than it did before, in my opinion. I think Alabama's a pretty good football team. I do not think they're going to lose by multiple scores by Georgia this week. Number 7, again, same as the AP poll. I think they did pretty good this week. Number 7, the Oklahoma Sooners. John Mateer, leading candidate for the Heisman Trophy. They have looked quite good so far this year. So there's that. This is where mine changes a little bit. Number 6, I have LSU. Now, I have LSU here because that Clemson win just has almost zero weight at this point.
True.
Like, Clemson just looks like a bad football team. And, they've done well in other games. Garrett Nussmeier looks good, this, that. But they don't look like anything super special right now. Do I think they deserve to be a top 5 team in the country? Very likely. I could see why they have LSU at 4, but I'm going to put them at 6. Number 5, I have the Oregon Ducks. Team looks a little sketchy against the run. We will see how that goes, but they are a good football team. Dante Moore looks pretty great, so they're a good football team. Number 4, Penn State. AP poll has them at 3. I have them at 4. This is the thing about Penn State. I'm pretty sure I know who they are and what they want to do. I'm like 85% sure that I know who Penn State is as a team. And that's a pretty good football team. But I have no idea what the hell is going to happen to them once they come up against a team that they can't run the football against constantly.
Which is kind of why didn't you schedule a decent opponent for one of your non-conference? Because you knew that was one of your biggest holes anyway. But I don't know.
Bryce, were you able to hear Mike when he was talking there?
I heard him. Yeah.
Oh, why can I not hear either of you right now? What the heck?
What about now? Still can't. Bryce, can you hear me?
On here? Hold on. Technical difficulties, folks.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess while Alex waits, I guess I might as well pay the bills. I guess. I don't know. What are we gonna do? I don't want dead air. I gotta grab the website.
I got it. Hold on. Let me finish this off. Okay. So, number 4, Penn State was where I left off. Number 3, gonna go with the Georgia Bulldogs. I think this team's pretty legit. I think there's maybe pause with them because they've played a couple small teams and they haven't necessarily decimated those small teams. But I still think they're a good team, and I think they deserve to be in the top 3. And naturally, they're going to get some SEC bias, so then there's that as well. Number 2, come on, Miami. This team looks fantastic up front on both sides of the ball. They've got a game wrecker on the defensive line. Carson Beck looks fantastic. This team would be the number 1 team in the country 4 out of 5 other years.
Mm.
If it wasn't for the defending national champion Ohio State Buckeyes at number 1, was a little bit worried for a while during that Ohio game, but I honestly think OU is a better team than people think. And again, Julian Sain is still grasping the reins. Just 2 very bizarre turnovers committed by him. The one got deflected at the line and picked off. That's one that you just see and immediately go, oh God, here we go. And the second one, he tried to get rid of the ball on a sack and it just went straight into the gut of a defensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Just 2 very bizarre turnovers that honestly, otherwise would have resulted in touchdowns on those drives. And then the 4th down, there's a couple misreads, but overall, like I said, November 1st, we're going to see how Penn State can do up front. against a defensive line like Ohio State. I think they're going to be able to run the ball pretty well against Oregon this week because, like I said earlier, Oregon's a little sketchy against the run. But we'll see. So that's my top 10.
My top 10 is vastly different from Alex.
Okay.
And I'll go the same way. I'll go 10 down to 1. I have Texas at 10.
Yep.
I think that the next ranked opponent Texas plays, I think they lose.
See that?
Arch
I think-
Manning just does not look ready at all. I mean, he's made some big time throws and he's made some big time horrible throws. Part of that goes on Sark. Sark's got to know how to get him in rhythm so that he can make those throws. So I have them at 10, even though they beat Sam Houston 55-0, which, yeah, nobody cares. They're 10.
That makes me think because he sat behind Quinn Ewers, 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what were you watching? I mean, yeah, I know Quinn Ewers wasn't a Heisman quarterback at Texas, but
he was in contention for it, though.
He was, but like at the same time, still that doesn't change the fact of like what was Arch watching.
Well, even then, and no offense to Arch Manning at all, like he's going to be a great quarterback someday. He just needs time. If you look at his opponents that he played in high school, it's no wonder that he's struggling at the Division I level.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, he was not playing against some of the top prospects like some of these other people are playing against. At 9, this is a little bit controversial. I have Florida State at 9.
No, I think that's fair.
I think Florida State is very likely legit. I said it last week. They have a quarterback that's in the Heisman contentions. He looks very good. They blew out, I don't even remember who they played. Oh, Kent State. They blew out Kent State just like they should. They looked good. But the reason they're at 9 is because I have Indiana at 8. And that's because Illinois was in the 9 spot, which Illinois could have been a little overrated. But like we talked a couple months ago, they brought their quarterback and more than half their offense and almost everybody on defense back. And they walk into Bloomington and get absolutely, put your word choice in there. That's the correct answer. It was bad. So I think beating them that bad, they deserve that 8 spot until they lose.
Fair.
If anybody else beat the number 9 team like that, they would probably be jumping just as high. It's just because it's Indiana and nobody knows if they're actually legit or not. At 7, I have Oregon too. I think I said it earlier. Penn State doesn't have their hands full with this Oregon team. I think Dante Moore's a great quarterback. I think Dylan Gabriel's a better quarterback. And I think Oregon has talent, but I think they had more talent last year. I think that Penn State, in order to stay in the top 15, in my opinion, has to win this game this week. If they cannot win this game this week, I think they have to fall outside of the top 10. Even if Oregon is number 6 or 7 or 8, they have to fall out of the top 10 because they have not looked very convincing against their last 3 opponents.
Yeah.
Then I have LSU at 6. Pretty self-explanatory. Kind of like Alex said, Clemson holds no weight for anybody anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, Garrett Nussmeier still looks good, but Clemson losing puts them right back into that who really have you played category. Then here is where it gets frisky. I have Oklahoma at number 5.
Okay.
I think it's fair to say that they are the most deserving team in the top 10 right now with 2 ranked wins. Even though Auburn's not going to be ranked, they have 2 ranked wins. They beat one by 11 and they beat the other one by 7. And in February and January, if you want to move on to the next part of the playoffs, you have to be able to win those close ones and come from behind and win, which John Mateer is doing with Brent Venables. So I have them at 5 right now, which might be a little high, but I think they're way more deserving than the other 5 schools I just named. Maybe not Indiana and FSU, but I'm still not fully bought into them yet. I'm getting closer week by week. I have Georgia at 4, which it's the Bulldogs. They win. I think they're going to beat Alabama this weekend. and I think they're going to handily beat Alabama this weekend. Do I think Alabama's gotten better since they lost to Florida State week 1? Absolutely. But I just think that Gunnar Stockton is a little bit better than Simpson. And I think it's going to show whenever Kirby starts throwing the defensive schemes at him. And then number 3, you guessed it, the Penn State Lions.
No.
Like I said, they have to win this one this week to be in the top 10. In my book, I'm not an AP pool voter or any sort of voter whatsoever, but I don't think you can beat Oregon at home in a whiteout, which is very easily and undebatably the hardest place to win at, and stay in the top 10. If you lose in that environment on your home turf with all those people going, you don't deserve to be in the top 10.
No, you don't.
And then I have a 1A and a 1B. My 1A is Ohio State. My 1B is Miami, because I believe if those two teams played right now, it would quite possibly be the best showdown in college football this year, and nobody could top it no matter what happened. I mean, Ohio State's offense looks absolutely ridiculous. Their defense is locking up like they should with a new coordinator. And then Miami on the opposite end of the spectrum. Same thing. Absolutely killing it on offense. Their defense is allowing them to continue to take those shots and be aggressive in the offensive playbook because of that. So that's my 1A and 1B. I think they're very interchangeable. I think Ohio State is probably 55%, no, 60-40 is how I look at it. Ohio State is way more deserving as of right now, but I think they're pretty interchangeable just in terms of how both teams are playing.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But that's my top 10. I think that definitely could be debated, but I'm going to say it again. If we do this next week and Penn State loses Saturday, they're not in my top 10. I don't even care if they lose on a game-winning field goal. They're not in my top 10.
Fair enough.
I think an Ohio State Miami game would be the two best offensive and defensive lines in the country, honestly, facing off against each other.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Okay, before we go to the NFL stuff, Alex, we got to pay the bills.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have to start speeding stuff up. Okay. This episode of Tailgate Talks is sponsored by DeFrisha Recycling and Junk Removal. DeFrisha is a family-run business out of Greenville, PA that provides services such as vehicle purchasing, scrap metal purchasing, appliance removal, junk removal, garbage services, dumpster rentals, curbside pickups, house garage and building cleanouts, and demolition around the Greenville and Pittsburgh areas. If you or anyone you know are in need of these services, visit the links down in the description below. Go to their Facebook or to their website. Check it out. Get in contact with them. See if they provide their services in your area. Thank you to Frisha for sponsoring this episode of Tailgate Talks.
There we go. All right, we got to talk about. There's a question I want to ask, and then we'll talk about Steelers and rapid fire. I'm not saying yes right now. However, when will the Giants put in Jackson Dart?
I think if they lose this week, it's week 5, probably.
I think so too. I think so.
Whenever their next game is.
They need to start winning. Listen, Russ played great against Dallas. I thought he played great. Then again, I'm pretty sure, and honestly, to be honest, no, not even pretty sure. Dallas probably is top 5 in worst defenses in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're not top 5. They're top 3.
Top 3. Fair enough.
And they're not number 3.
But yeah, I agree. If they don't start winning soon, we're gonna see Jackson Dart. We're gonna see Jackson Dart soon.
They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose to the Chargers this coming week, and then he's gonna be starting in New Orleans. I'm willing to bet on it.
That'd be a great game to have him start too against New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then he's got to play the Eagles the week after. So,
dude, I can't wait for the Eagles to just freaking lose. They always escape. They're like the dang Chiefs last year. Somehow, some way, they just get freaking lucky. Jalen Carter's 350 pounds, and nobody could chase him down.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Soon people will start saying the refs are getting paid off by the Eagles.
I
See,
don't
this
think
is
they do that. They're
this
just good.
this is the difference to me. The difference to me is the Chiefs were always in close games last year, but like the Eagles were down big time. Like the Chiefs were never getting hammered and then came back like crazy. Like they were always just in close games and won because Patrick Mahomes is clutch like that. But the Eagles, like if they go on this trajectory of Jalen Hurts putting up 0 stats and AJ Brown just is gonna go full Antonio Brown sooner rather than later, probably if he doesn't get the ball thrown to him a little bit more. Like this Eagles, the 2025 Eagles, very much look like the 2023 Eagles right now. So we'll see what happens there.
Quick thing, Adam Schefter just tweeted Najee Harris did indeed tear his ACL or Achilles. He is done.
Naj is done. That sucks.
Yeah, James Conner's done too.
James Conner's injury was gross.
Yeah.
Nick Bosa's done too.
Yeah, dude, so many people just this week done.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's the Rams division. It's the Rams division for sure now.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, for sure. Also, real quick, we said it already in our group chat at least. Chiefs look pretty like they won, but they look kind of bad so far.
Like we said though.
They're going to regroup. They're the Chiefs. They're going to regroup. They're going to be probably potentially in the Super Bowl again. But I'm just saying the first 3 weeks, a lot of stuff that looks pretty bad.
Am I the only one that thinks that the refs were just awful for both teams yesterday? Like Giants and Chiefs. Like I thought the officiating was just really bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad. But yeah,
I think once Mahomes gets his wide receiver 1 and 2 back, completely different.
Yeah,
because he's looking like a much better passer and runner this year than he did the past 2 years.
Well, he's going to get Worthy back probably this coming week.
Yeah, and he gets Rice back in a couple weeks, and he's sitting on my bench, and everybody called me crazy. Now you wait. League winner, baby. League
Bryce,
winner.
The league that Mike and I are in, I am 3-0 at the moment, and I have Jordan Addison sitting on my bench.
Yeah, that trophy will be mine this year, buddy. Whenever you need a running back, you're going to be calling me, and I'm going to say, yeah, that sounds like a deal. Let me give you a wide receiver. Or whenever you need a wide receiver, I'll give you what you want, because I've got 5 wide receiver 1s sitting on my bench while everybody else is playing wide receiver 2s and 3s. Also, can we talk real quick about Trey Tucker? What'd you say?
Yeah, I have no idea what you just said.
It's just absurd. Like, that's so stupid.
40 All I heard was Geno Smith. I heard Geno Smith looks like crap, and Kenny Pickett might get a chance.
Geno did throw for 3 touchdowns, though.
Geno really reeled it back in.
Whoa. No, not Alex Bryce. The Pirates have officially called up Hunter Barco.
Don't even care.
I know.
Like, genuinely would rather watch the WNBA than watch the Pirates at this point. Caitlin Clark's not even back, but boy, am I missing watching Caitlin Clark.
How many games are left in the season? They could lose 100 games, right? Because they're at 89 losses.
No, there's only like 10 games left, if that. I think they only have 2 or 3 series left.
Oh, that's right. But anyway, we got to get to the Steelers. What a boring game.
Dude, we suck. We scored 21 points in a game where we forced 5 turnovers. Like, we suck.
Dude, sorry, guys. Can't hold on to my phone. Keep fumbling it.
This defense, man. This defense. I told you from the week 1. This defense is so concerning. So concerning.
Dude, I do not care. Anyone who says that the defense looks way better is stupid. We forced 5 of the luckiest turnovers of all time and still allowed like 400 yards of offense. Like, we suck. We're bad.
We're not legit. I don't think we're legit, to be honest with you.
No.
I really don't.
We're not even close.
No, we're not. And guess what? We play Carson Wentz and the Vikings, baby. Let's go.
In Ireland, let's go.
Yeah.
I will say, the offensive line this week gets a B+ from me.
They're my first cold one. Second one's probably Drake May. And the third one, oh man. I guess the Patriots defense, I don't know. That game was so boring.
Yeah. Drake May, Jalen Warren, and Ramondre Stevenson for all the wrong reasons. Those
Do
are
I
my
have to
three
give
cold
three?
ones.
Do I have to give three cold ones?
Might as well.
Hmm. I don't even freaking know, dude. Like, I'd have to look at the box score. I watched the
Bryce,
game.
you can honestly, he didn't even have to kick field goals, but you can just say Chris Boswell 3 times over if you want to. I don't think anyone would complain.
I don't think anyone would complain now.
I think definitely I'm gonna go with TJ Watt because
Finally.
come on. He looked good this week finally.
Nope.
That was a big one. Jabril Peppers steps in this week, forces a fumble. He looked good, and then Patrick Queen just what a dog, man! What a freaking dog! I don't think the Patriots are worthy of a cold one this week. I think they should go home and learn how to handle the football, and then they can have a cold one.
Yeah.
But Drake May did look good. So if anybody was getting a cold one, it has to be Drake May. I mean, he's doing less, or he's doing more with less. Like he kept them in that game.
Yeah. I think Drake May's a stud. And Alex and I were talking about it Sunday. This Patriot, okay, wait, no. One thing to hate about the Patriots, they employ Josh McDaniel.
Yeah. Hate that
That's
guy.
the only thing I hate about the Patriots.
Absolutely hate that guy.
Other than that, I can't think of anything else. Oh God, another TikTok comment. Alex pissed off a lot of Colts fans last week.
I did. And I'm glad I did.
Bryce pissed off some Tennessee fans, I think. Anyway, who cares? Rapid fire. Last week, the winner, we're still waiting on AJ and Dom. It's just one game decided tonight. That's going to decide that. Haley won, I won, and EJ won. Either way, even if I screwed up the games, Alex still lost. So this week's game is Haley and Bryce, me and Emma, EJ and Dom, and now it's Alex and AJ.
This dude is trying to justify Tennessee being ranked 15th and not dropping.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, all right. Damn Darnold.
Texas A&M is better. Indiana's better. Iowa State's better. Alabama's better. Missouri's better. We can do this all day, dude. We can do this all day long. Tennessee is not legit.
Oh, my God. All right, rapid fire. Seattle against the Cardinals on Thursday night. Thursday night game in Arizona. Wow.
Ew. Cardinals offense looks so bad. Give me Seattle.
Seattle looks actually kind of legit. I can't even lie.
I'm just going to say, I mean, the sports book has it even.
Oh, yeah, upset alert. That's right. I almost forgot.
I already have mine locked in because it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm going to say Seattle wins against the Cardinals.
I got to get this ready. Okay. Carson Wentz and the Vikings versus Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give me the Lurs.
I mean, a battle of two quarterbacks that should have been retired already. What more can you ask for? I wouldn't be surprised if Jalen Warren and Jordan Mason combined for 60-something rushing attempts.
Yeah, give me Pittsburgh, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next. Commanders at the Falcons.
The Falcons look so bad. They just got shut out by the Panthers. Give me Washington.
Yeah.
Is Kirk Cousins playing quarterback, or is Michael Penix Jr. playing quarterback? Because if Kirk Cousins is playing quarterback, I want the Falcons injected into my bloodstream.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna roll with the easy one and go Commanders because we don't know if Penix is gonna play. I think I did see something that they're not making a change, but whatever.
Yeah. Give me Buffalo over New Orleans.
Come on.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not. Buffalo looks legit this year. I've said that. Buffalo's not losing this game. Don't quote me on that because that's the last thing I need. I already got somebody justifying why Tennessee should be in the top 12.
Cleveland is going to go back to losing against the Lions. So give me the
Detroit,
Lions.
yeah.
Give me Detroit.
Okay. The Panthers at the Patriots. I do think the Patriots are going to bounce back after this week.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bryce Young is going to get drop kicked back into the shadow realm by apparently a revitalized Caleb Chase on in the Patriots defensive line.
Gosh. Chargers.
I know what Alex's upset pick is. I just saw it.
Yeah,
Chargers
it's
at
so
Giants.
stupid.
Chargers at Giants. Give me
Chargers.
And
Give me Jim Harbaugh. Football guy. Him and Biff Poggi, man. I'm going to eat some ice cream, smoke a Cuban cigar, and probably go to the hospital.
I might know Alex's too, but like, you know what? Screw it. For my upset, I'm going Tampa Bay over Philly.
Shut your mouth.
Is yours? I knew it. I knew it was yours.
No, that's yours?
Yes. Philadelphia's
yours was-
3.5 point favorites at Tampa Bay. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I
Philadelphia's
thought you
garbage.
were going to be
Give me
Ravens
Big
over
Show.
or Chiefs over Ravens. I'm not going to lie.
I don't even give a Mike. I'm taking as my upset alert pick too.
Oh, God damn it.
Hammer it down.
Actually, you know what? I will go Philly because I actually do like that Chiefs one better.
I'm sticking with the Squeagles.
Oh
even though
wow,
I'm
that's
not a
crazy.
fan.
I didn't even see that one actually.
Yep.
I'm keeping mine obviously, but yeah, that's another good one.
Okay. The Titans at the Texans. Oh Lord.
Yeah, Texans. Come on.
This has to be the Texans' first win, right?
The Texans defense is so good. Like, it is so good.
Will Anderson did get hurt though.
Wait, didn't Houston win yesterday? Or did Jacksonville win yesterday?
Jacksonville won.
Oh my god. Houston's 0-3? That's so gross.
The Titans have to win a football game, right?
Yeah, just not this week.
This week.
I don't know, dude, because CJ Stroud doesn't even look good. He doesn't look comfortable.
I mean, the O-line sucks.
I'm going to just do it for the culture and say Tennessee gets their first win against the Texans this week.
Don't forget
Wow.
your upset pick. Brett.
That's going to be my upset.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. The Colts at the Rams.
Rams.
Sorry.
Colts
This is
first
it.
L of the year.
Colts
Give me the
fans, this
first
is
L of the
where
year.
your boat starts to sink.
Yep. The Rams are the Rams. Jacksonville at San Francisco. Is Brock Purdy back? Give me
Missing Nick Bosa regardless, I don't really care. Yeah, give me Jacksonville regardless.
Yeah. Duval.
That would be
I feel
another
like-
good upset alert pick, actually.
I feel like the 49ers are playing a game this year. See how many people we can lose and still win football games. Because
all the Brock Purdy truthers are going to be out there like, I told you the franchise quarterback is win without all the talent.
give me Mac Jones to beat Jacksonville because he's mad they released him.
Oh my God.
Should have never cut me.
Yeah.
All right. I picked Kansas City. So Baltimore or Kansas City.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs to get back on track still. Especially if Worthy plays this week, which he might not, but still, give me the Chiefs.
I think the Ravens are good, but I think the Ravens are slightly overrated this year. Give me the Chiefs.
The Bears at the Raiders. Give me the Bears because the Raiders look really bad right now.
Caleb's looking good finally. Give me the Bears.
Who do I play this week?
Haley.
I want everybody to listen closely here. When I beat Haley because the Raiders upset the Bears, I want her to publicly say that I am the best rapid fire player this year and I am not to be messed with.
All right. It's marked down. Raiders. Packers at the Cowboys. Here we go again. This team ain't gonna never win. Give me the
Micah
Packers.
Parsons revenge game. Give me the Pack.
Yep.
No CD
Go
Lamb.
Packers.
Supposedly he's done for 4 weeks. That's the rumor around town. If that's the case, I am losing every fantasy football league that I'm in because I'm pretty sure I have CD Lamb in 4 of them. So
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to take the Packers too.
Oh, I think that's a Sunday night game, so that's interesting. But we got a couple of possible stinkers for Monday. First, the Jets at the Dolphins.
God.
Oh, give me the Jets. I'm sorry.
Give me the New York Football Jets.
The Dolphins are so bad. They're so bad.
Yeah, but you're underplaying how bad the Jets actually are with Tyrod Taylor.
Is he playing or is it Justin Fields?
I don't know. Tyrod Taylor played this week. I think I'm going to roll Dolphins because I just can't see a world where the Dolphins go from a fringe playoff team to starting their season 0-4. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
That's fair.
That's understandable.
And then the Bengals, who played atrociously bad against the Vikings, take on the Denver Broncos. Give me Denver.
Denver.
This is going to be a tough road for Cincinnati without Joe Burrow.
This is going to be 2 straight weeks of Jake Browning scoring more points for the opposition than for his own team.
I don't want to play the upset game, but the Broncos haven't been convincing. They play very good, then they play like they don't know how to play, and then they play really good. And if we keep that correlation going, they lose to the Bengals Monday night.
So you're going with Cincy?
I got to think because Chase Brown's been crap, and I'm ready to trade him because he's ticking me off.
I'm about to trade T. Higgins.
I think that the Broncos are going to win this game, but if there's another upset pick that I can have that nobody's really talking about, it's that one.
Fair enough.
Because the Broncos look good, but then again, the Bo Nix we saw last year is not the same Bo Nix we're seeing right now.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Who are you picking?
The Broncos.
Okay, there we go. That is it for this week. Did my mic die? No. Second week in a row, it did not die.
All right, here's a question for everybody. Fantasy
Mhm.
football question. Am I cooked? This guy has
Yes.
Derrick Henry, Sam Laporta, and Detroit's kicker left, and I have nobody, and I'm winning by 47 points.
Yes.
I have a 92% chance to win, and I feel like that's very high when he has Derrick Henry, Sam Laporta, and Bates.
That is very high. I think you'll squeak it out, but it's going to be by like 7 points.
I hope so, dude. I only put up 78 points.
Never mind.
That would be
you're
crazy.
cooked, bro.
That'd be crazy.
You're cooked.
My laptop's
Also-
my laptop's on a low battery, so we have to pay the bills.
Yep.
All right.
This episode of Tailgate Talks, as always, is sponsored by DeFrisha Recycling and Junk Removal. If you or anyone you know needs their services, check out the links in the description down below. Go to their Facebook or their website. Get in contact with DeFrisha. See if they provide their services in your area. Thank you, DeFrisha, for sponsoring this episode of Tailgate Talks. And with that being said, good night, America.